How to build a community in the metaverse. The increasing power of communities in the public space towards semi-private to private space testifies to the accentuation of a decentralized model of conversation. Social media right now experience are now more in smaller niche communities. And this is the starting point for any project that wants to permanently anchor itself in the Web3. Starting from the brand to the emotional purpose. First of all, we need to have in mind that the brand purpose evolved. It comes to the social purpose, to the conversational purpose, and to the emotional purpose. The brand purpose, more and more customers see brand purpose as an important factor when deciding to purchase a product or service. A brand purpose is essentially a brand's reason for being beyond making money. We used to understand that brand purpose is related to the brand aspect that we have. Essentially is about product-led initiative which strive to simultaneously achieve business and benefit society. The social purpose. A business with a social purpose is company whose underlying reason for being is to create a better world. It's the engine for good, creating societal benefits by the very act of conducting business. Its growth is a positive force in society. So we used to affect social purpose with the CSR of the brand. This example of McDonald's explained that McDonald's decides to focus the area of development of the brand in different aspects like sustainability, supply chain, and the well-being of each brand on the different ways. So they used to define the responsibility of the brand in every aspect to build the community better, stronger. And it makes sense for them to have a social purpose at this every level. The conversational purpose, your customers expect you to listen, and quarantine isolation has intensified their desire for meaningful personal connection and immediate response from brands, which is true because during the pandemic we saw that a lot of brands came really close to their audience because the emotional aspect take come true, and approach should be designed to help with the following customer service aspect. Big example with this advertising from McDonald's during Super Bowl.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Hi, can I get a? Can I get a?
Get into McDonald's.
Ooh, can I get a? Can I get a?
Yeah, can I get a?
Go, Bubba, go!
Hey, can I get a?
10-piece chicken McNuggets.
And what sauce would you like with that?
So this advert make a lot of sense for McDonald's right now, and they reach more than 1 million tweets after this advertising the Super Bowl. So it came true and it makes sense for the audience. That's why it came so conversational. And the audience react with different topics everywhere on Instagram, on Facebook. They decide to make it public and to grow the reach. The emotional purpose, we're going to keep the same example with McDonald's as well. Emotional purpose refer to marketing and advertising effort that primarily use emotion to make your audience notice, remember, share, and buy. Emotional marketing typically taps into a singular emotion like happiness, sadness, anger, or fear to elicit a consumer. McDonald's wants to push this way in the metaverse. So they decide to by a trademark application indicated it plans to offer a virtual restaurant future, actual and virtual goods. So they really want to push their efforts in the metaverse and operating a virtual restaurant future. And for the future, it can be home delivery. 3 keys to build your community in the metaverse. Toward instead of trying to reach huge mass of people, it's more worthwhile to build influence within a smaller, more engaged group of your most ardent customer. It's in the sense decentralized structures that communities are strongest. In DAOs, everyone is more intrinsically motivated than they would be in the classic corporate structure because everyone has a say in how the DAOs runs. So, the first point is the real purpose. The second one is the control space. And the third one is the take ownership. First, the real purpose. With the metaverse, ensure that your platform holds space for communities to assemble, find each other, and create their own rules of the engagement. And Luckily Web3 gives us the tools to design for empowering such decentralized communities through DAO and community create and own space and land. Your users won't ever need to think about why they are logging into your metaverse. It will feel like it's their space too. Example with Pierce Battle Live. This formula has led brands on Reddit to foster a community of collective arts, as Adobe has demonstrated with Responsible Life, or even to unit beers lover in the creation of their very own Reddit view. The community doesn't have to be big, it just to be truth and relevant with all the people around. Second is the control space. That's the other problem with centralized platform like Facebook or Instagram and Twitter, for example. People don't feel in control anymore. Their comments or posts can be taken down in the blink of an eye and often without a clear. At its core, it's unwelcoming both to one's individuality and creativity. So if your metaverse gives people the space to be free and create, they are then bound to form meaningful connection and communities. Example with Artifact Discord, more than um, one thousand people did a live meditation session on Artifact Discord last Friday. This is the beginning of the future and a case sub and its community to help cope with the stress, FOMO, fear of missing out, and incredible speed of the NFT revolution. So by introducing Artifact Zen Session, they want to build a strong community and level up their mind, taking the time to reset, relax, and grow their creativity. So Kenji Summers has opened everyone's eye with the first session. It was super powerful to see how many people with the avatar was online at the same time on the same space. It might seem like a small thing, but mental health is a real subject, especially if our lives become more and more virtual. The ability to be conscious of your mind and self is a superpower for the future. And Artifact wants to keep pushing boundaries for the community. So the session is going to be live every Friday, I guess, so you can find all information on Artifact Discord. The last point is the take ownership. Contrary to social media giants like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, who own your digital identities in Web3 is not possible because the metaverse operates with NFTs and blockchain. It's virtually impossible for someone to pass off your work as their own. But all of the unique feature on the metaverse when it comes to ownership and community building, it's all about centralized autonomous organization that we call DAOs. Big example with TikTok top moment.
What's a video that lives in your head rent free?
Hey Jess, your video is living in my head rent free, and that's why we're choosing it for TikTok's top moments NFT drop.
What's a video that lives in your head rent free? What's a video that lives in your head rent free? What's a video that lives in your head rent free?
that's why we're choosing it for TikTok's top moments NFT drop.
So right now you have the possibility to buy a TikTok top moment as an NFT. So TikTok decided to join the metaverse with the NFT music, so you can own a video and share the revenue with different people who have the same interests as you. The first to building long-term user retention in your metaverse community building is community building. Again, the number of people using the platform is not what's going to keep them coming back, is the number of communities with a sense of value system. Thanks for watching, everybody, and hope to see you tomorrow for the day 4 of Gadaverse Summit.